Good morning, students. In today's lecture, we will discuss problems related to center of pressure and pressure on curved surfaces. First problem is a quadrant of an ellipse is immersed vertically in a homogeneous liquid with major axis in the free surface. We are to find the center of pressure. So let us take OAB. This be the given quadrant of the ellipse. The length OA we have denoted by A, and the length OB that is denoted by B. We can write the equation of ellipse, which is given by x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. Now, let us divide this elliptical area into the strips, and we consider one such strip EF, which is at a distance y from x-axis, and the breadth of this strip we have denoted by delta y. Now, let us find the thrust on this strip. By definition, it is given by rho into g into y into the area of the strip, which is EF into delta y. Now, we can substitute the value of EF. EF is the distance x, and we can find the value of x from this equation. And substituting here, we get the thrust on the strip is given by rho into g into y into the length EF is a upon b into under root b square minus y square into delta y. Now the center of pressure of this strip EF, that is the midpoint of the strip. At the midpoint of the strip we have this distance is x by 2 and this distance is y. So the coordinates of center of pressure for the strip EF are x by 2 and y. Let us take x bar y bar is the center of pressure of the given elliptical area. So by definition, x bar that is given by integral x by 2 into PDS upon integral PDS. Now we can substitute the value of PDS in numerator as well as in the denominator. The limits of integration are from 0 to b. Putting the values here, rho g will be cancelled from numerator as well as denominator. Also, the term a by b, that will also be cancelled out. So we get, after putting the value of x here and y is equal to b sine theta, we can solve these two integrals to get the value of x bar, which becomes integral 0 to pi by 2 sine theta into cos cube theta d theta upon integral 0 to pi by 2 sine theta cos square theta d theta into a by 2. So we get the value of x bar, which is 3a upon 8. Now to find the y coordinate of center of pressure of the given area, by definition it is given by y bar is equal to integral p y ds upon integral pds. Now putting the value of pds in numerator as well as denominator. The limits of integration in both integrals are from 0 to b. So putting the values here and taking y is equal to b sine theta in both integrals, we get y bar is equal to b into integral 0 to pi by 2 sine square theta cos square theta d theta upon integral 0 to pi by 2 sine theta cos square theta d theta. You can find the value of these two integrals, and after simplification you will get the value of y bar, which is given by 3b pi upon 16. Thus, we have obtained the center of pressure of the given area, which is having the coordinates 3a by 8 and 3b pi by 16. Now, the next problem is related to the pressure on curved surfaces. A solid hemisphere is immersed in a liquid with the highest point of its plane base in the surface of the liquid, and the base is inclined at an angle tangent inverse to the horizontal. We have to show that the resultant thrust on the curved surface is equal to twice the weight of liquid displaced. So let us consider a solid hemisphere which is immersed in a liquid. Let us take rho is the density of the liquid. This length BA, this is inclined at an angle theta with the horizontal. And because we are given theta is equal to tangent inverse 2. So tangent theta, that will be 2. Let us take P be the resultant thrust on this plane base of this hemisphere. So by definition, this is given by area of the base into rho into G into this length OC. OC we can find from this triangle OAC, which becomes A sine theta. Now, because tangent theta is given to be 2, so we can find sine theta by using tangent theta is equal to 2. That will be 2 by root 5. So we get the value of the resultant thrust on the plane base, which is given by pi A cube into rho into G into 2 by root 5. Now let us take V, that be the resultant thrust on the whole surface of this hemisphere. This is the vertical thrust, and by definition this is given by weight of the liquid displaced. Weight of the liquid displaced means the volume of this hemisphere into density of the liquid into G. So that is 2 by 3 pi A cube rho G. Now let us take X and Y. These are the horizontal and vertical components of the resultant thrust on the curved surface of this hemisphere. Now because this hemisphere is in equilibrium, so we can say that the X component of the resultant thrust on the curved surface, that will be same as the horizontal component of resultant thrust on the plane surface. Now, because P is the resultant thrust on the plane base and its horizontal component is P sine theta, so X will be same as P sine theta, and the vertical component Y, that is equal to V plus P cos theta. So we get X is equal to P sine theta and Y is equal to V plus P cos theta. Now putting the values of P and sine theta in X, we get the value of horizontal component of resultant thrust on the curved surface of hemisphere, and it is given by 4 by 5 pi A cube rho G. Now Y, that is V plus P cos theta. Now we can put the values of V and P cos theta to get the value of Y, which is given by 16 upon 15 pi A cube rho G. Now let us take R be the resultant thrust on the curved surface of hemisphere. So by definition, it is given by square root of x square plus y square. We can put the value of x and y here. X is 4 by 5 pi A cube rho G, and y is 16 upon 15 times pi A cube rho G. Simplifying this, we get the value of R, which is 4 by 3 pi A cube rho G. Now this can be written as 2 into 2 by 3 pi A cube into rho G. Now 2 by 3 pi A cube, this is the volume of hemisphere, rho is the density of the liquid, and G is acceleration due to gravity. Volume into density into G. This is the weight of the liquid displaced. So we have proved that the resultant thrust on the curved surface of hemisphere is equal to twice the weight of the liquid displaced. So this completes the solution of given problem.